here's to us showing up as the best version of ourselves every single day, even though we don't feel like it some days. And this is also me speaking to myself. Today was not one of my days. I'm just going to go straight to it. And even in this day, I still felt the urge to, I got something, like I learned something about today, and I felt the urge of actually sharing this as well. I think it is very important to not depend or rely on motivation when it comes to us achieving our goals, because at the end of the day motivation is very volatile. It's always very up and down. It's not steady. So imagine having to depend on something that goes up and down, up and down, up and down. That is not consistent. That is not sustainable at all if you want to go anywhere in life. And you see this whole saying of like, do it scared, do it afraid, do it sad, or however they say it. They meant business. Like, you should not wait till when you feel it to do it, or when you feel like you have all the equipment, or when you feel like you're skinny, or you're I don't know, whatever. When you feel like, oh, let me get this first, then I know that I'm ready to do it. No, I feel like as you are right now, use it. Use what you have right now, and let it be a way of like, almost like a way of journaling your process. This is for people who also want to be seen, for creatives who are still not, they don't feel confident enough to actually show themselves, and they're not comfortable enough to be seen or perceived. I think everybody have everyone has that fear of being perceived, whether we like it or not. I know it's really hard to to believe it, because you think that some people actually just like to be the center of attention. But to be very honest, one way or the other, every single person is petrified by being seen or perceived, especially maybe in a negative light. And if everyone has a little bit of that at least, and yet a lot of people still show up for themselves and still go for what they want to do and still put themselves out there in the rawest, messiest, on imperfect way, that should also give you like some sort of motivation and reason for you to actually, you know what, if she can actually still do it, especially in that state with her phone, just her looking like that, that means I can do that. And I think that's what we should literally use anytime we see people showing up every day consistently. You should use that as a motivation. Don't let it deplete your energy or your confidence, like, oh my god, like she's still going and I'm still here. No, turn it around and use that as your motivation and be like, you know what, if she can do it, then I can actually also do it too. Let me get up and make this video. Let me go like, get up and like actually show myself. Like, I've seen people with phones that look like they were created in the 80s used to record their videos. Like, what do you want to call them now? Do you get what I mean? So I feel like there's no amount of excuse in the world that is enough. There's no excuse. There's no excuse anymore, especially if you're getting older. And I feel like there is this thing that is going on as well, where a lot of people are just feeling very like depleted because they feel lost. This whole like finding out their purpose, or like finding out who they're supposed to be. And I really just want to say this, and I genuinely believe that how one person finds his purpose is not from a place of being static or being still or being staying in one place. I think you find your purpose through movement. What do I mean by that? By discovering new things, exploring, like trying new things, saying yes to things, because from there you probably discover what you like, like trying new things. You cannot find your purpose by just staying there and overthinking. And overthinking causes stress and anxiety. And anxiety now, you're now anxious because you don't know what to do. And then you now sit down to overthink about it, and it causes you anxiety. And it's just like a cycle. And that is where how it happens when you're still, when you're not. Go outside and take a walk. Go to anywhere that screams nature, like a park or something. Stay there, meditate, pray, affirm yourself, or ride a bicycle, go for a walk. Like, it doesn't have to be something like as massive, or like as maybe getting a camera and recording yourself. It could be something so small. And I just needed to say that because I'm also in that journey as well, where I'm learning how to still be in motion, even though I'm still discovering myself. I'm learning how to be in motion. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm literally recording from my phone. It doesn't have to be perfect for you to start. It does not have to be perfect for you to like discover oneself. And even if you're here and listening and you have discovered yourself before, you can always rediscover yourself. And there's no limit in terms of the amount of times you discover yourself. You can keep discovering yourself over and over and over again. And I hope this has resonated to at least one person. Yeah, like I said, today was not really like my greatest, like my best day, but because as well, me, I was very I don't know what happened today. I just felt very low and like depressed, like suppressed, not depressed, but like just suppressed. Some way, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just didn't even want to leave my room, you know. And that was just very weird. And to be very honest, before I even woke up, I had a dream about something like this, about this whole suppression. And I woke up and I felt like that. I felt like I had no control of myself. I don't know how to explain it, but like, and I also noticed that there's actually a lot of people that are actually going through something similar like that. It doesn't have to be that intense, but in terms of like just feeling stuck or just in that aspect. And I just felt like I had to say this. Like I said, even when I did feel that, I don't know how I managed to find the strength in me. I had to get up. I was struggling, but I had to get up. Like this was like midday now. I picked up my Bible and I played worship songs and I just started praying. And from nowhere, I could now finally speak and pray. And literally immediately felt better. And I think this basically also goes to show how important prayer is, or any kind of like positive affirmation declaration is, especially when you feel your lowest, because sometimes it could also be spiritual as well. But I'm not going to go too deeply into that. But that is basically like how I I let go of that energy. Like I literally just had to like get a better, brighter energy by praying and by like prophesying life into my life. And immediately I got all the energy I needed. Like all the energy just came from nowhere. And then I got dressed, left the house, went to the library, started editing stuff concerning my business, like flyers, cards, and just everything that I needed to do, like admin work basically. And then after that, I went for a walk by the beach, and then I did my journaling, and then I did my affirmation, and I came back and I felt so good. And here I am making a YouTube video. And the initial part of my day that was so low did not dictate or determine the rest of my day. And that's what I'm trying to say as well. Is like even when you are low, even when just force yourself, get up, do what you said you were going to do. Obviously, except if you're like sick and you're chronically ill or someone else is or something like that, if there's an emergency. But if there's nothing like that, I don't care if you're depressed. Get up, like get up and show up for yourself. And you would actually watch how you feel 100 times better than you felt before you did it. And that's what I'm saying. Like there's this magic in movement. Just if you feel low and you feel like you don't feel like doing anything, trust me, just walking changes everything. Like it changes your energy, changes your mood, your vibration. I don't know how to explain it. There's magic in that. And I feel like we should tap into that. When we are sad, that does not mean we should not do anything. That's actually when we should do stuff. That is exactly when we should get up and do what we actually planned to do on that day and actually be productive. And you'll be shocked how that would cure whatever depression or sadness you had in the beginning. It's like medicine. It's crazy. And that's what I'm saying about whatever thing that you were taught or programmed to understand when it comes to like finding yourself, discovering yourself, finding your purpose, or all of that. I think we need to really readdress it, because I think it is not from listening to other people's suggestions or like from listening to going online, scrolling on TikTok for hours. It is not. That's not how we find our answers. We'll find our answers when we actually spend time with ourselves, doing anything but just spending time with ourselves mindfully. Not you're working and you're still on TikTok. No, you're working and you're not listening to anything that is cloudy, that will cloud your brain. Because how then do you hear yourself speak if you have consumed 10,000 different types of content in just a day? That is insane. So you have to literally, like I said, find time to move your body, do anything, be in motion, and then make sure you are in mindful motion. You cannot be in motion mindlessly. It doesn't do anything. If you're going for that walk, go for a walk that is intentional and mindful. Like you're walking, you're experiencing your surroundings, you're present, you're grateful, you're affirming, you're journaling, you're literally meditating, you're praying, whatever it could be. Like as long as you are present in where you are, you're not absent by being on your phone or on TikTok. Or do you get what I'm trying to say? That is how it works, and that is how it helps you to get out of the rut that you're in. And that's literally my message today. Like don't allow your mind to deceive you and distract you from your future, because it plays tricks on you. It literally plays tricks. All the things that you think that you're thinking about, those are actually not true. Why do I say that they're not true? Because by the time you actually go out, go for a walk and do all those things I just said, or even spend time with people you love and you care about, you realize that life is actually not even that bad. That life is actually still worth living. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you find yourself in that position or in that rut, I know it's hard, but try your best to get out of bed. Even if you're just putting a little bit of makeup on, or like doing your brows, putting sunscreen, brushing your hair, it does something. I'm telling you, like try it. And then going out just for like a 5 minute walk, just tell yourself, I'm just going out for 5 minutes. And before you know, you find yourself walking for 30 minutes. And before you know, you come back home and you feel a little bit lighter. And that is medicine, and we should not take it for granted. And that is the literal way of not feeling sad or stuck. Then the psychological or like the metaphorical way of not feeling stuck about movement is literally the same. Movement, as in if you don't really know what you're here to do, or you don't know what you enjoy, you find that out by actually moving, getting experiences, saying yes to things, never ever saying no to. If like your friend was like, oh, like I'm trying to try this out, this concert, do you want to come? Say yes. Oh, I'm trying to try that. I'm trying to go to this like art thing. Do you want to come? Say yes. You just don't know. If you don't know what you like or you don't know what you want, how will you figure it out from your bed? You can't figure out what you like from your bed, watching other people going out there and actually discovering it for themselves. You have to get up and go and discover it yourself, so you can know how you feel when you're doing it. That's how you know what you want. And that's what I'm here to say. Like I know it sounds like a lot, but one step at a time. And if you feel like deep down you should be a creative, you cannot say you want to be a creative and you have a fear of being seen or being perceived. It doesn't work like that. You actually have to show people what you know, what you are good at, what you like. That is how you're going to excel. I'm sorry, there's no other way about it. Like you cannot say, like you can't hide talent. God literally says that a city set upon a hill cannot be hidden. You are the light of the world. It's not you're the light of your room or you're the light of your bathroom. It's not in the bathroom alone that you're singing. Like who else is there to hear? No one's going to witness that talent, that gift in the bathroom. No one. I'm sorry. I have to say it. Like it's going to take a while, but give yourself like a chance to try every single day. As each day comes, I'm not saying you should just like go all in at once by maybe showing up in the camera and posting it. Like it takes time, I get it, but like maybe start by even recording randomly, and you don't post it, just record it. Get used to actually pressing the red button and singing. I'm using singing as an example. It could be anything, like do those little things slowly. You start getting confidence to do the bigger things, and then when you now do the bigger things, you start getting confidence to being consistent with it. So I hope that this actually like touch something in you, because this is also what I'm doing for myself as well. And that was a vulnerable moment. I just felt like I needed to say it for whoever is feeling a bit low and down. I think it is actually a good time to be productive, even in your low season. If I can do it, you can do it too. You can do it too. Even when my camera just fell, like my expensive camera that I bought for YouTube, imagine it fell down, it stopped working. I didn't get discouraged. I'm like, I'm still going to record. I'm using my phone. It's not the best quality, but we're doing it. Even today, where I'm like, okay, today's not the best day. Maybe I'm not going to. I'm like, I'm not going to not fulfill my own promise and then expect someone else to fulfill their promise to me. That's like fraud. How can I not stick to my own word, but then I'm expecting someone else to stick to theirs? It doesn't work like that. Well, I hope this resonated. I will see you next time. I decided to try a different setup in my room because, again, today my light stopped working, of course. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to find a different layout. And, anyways, I actually like it. This is so last minute, but I actually like it. I'll probably keep recording from here. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. But till then, stay safe, be great. Love you.